What is up, my homie fam dogs, whistles, home slice, fam slice, and welcome to a little bit of a different episode. Wait a minute. A little bit of a different video. Today, I'm not going to be doing any question of the day, any Twitch moments. I'm not going to... Wait, question of the day, that, like, expired a few months ago. Oof. Or just a random video. I'm not doing that. Today, I'm going to be reviewing this anime that I watched over spring break. And, like, the last, 4 episodes just gave me, just made me want to say something about it. So I'm gonna be reviewing this, where I watched this anime, kissanime.ru. No, I am not sponsored. Sponsor me, Kiss Anime. Anyways, yeah, you know what's really special when I actually write out a script. So, yeah. Alright, let's get into this. Now, this anime, I'm not going to really explain the genre or the backstory, so spoiler alert, click off the video if you don't want to spoil this anime. It's called Mahou Sensei Negima. Or, yeah, I think that's the name. I think it can be also called, like, Magister Negi Magi or something. It's a good show. I recommend you watch it. If you're going to watch it and you don't want the end spoiled, click off the video right now. Thank you. Also, under the Copyright Act, none of this footage is my original footage. All of the footage belongs to, the actual show. So, yeah. Let's do this. So, I'm going to be starting at the last 4 episodes. Because, you know what? Let's just do it. So, episode number 23, we start out with Asuna's backstory. Asuna is like running from fire in the city, and then we see this tall, giant black creature. She wakes up and then she's crying. It's really weird, and so she gets up, she marks something on the calendar, and she goes to work, but she actually skips work. And she's sick, and I'm over here thinking, when I was first originally watching it, I'm like, bro, someone saved it, because the 2 episodes before this, she was also sick. So I was like, bro, somebody needs to save this woman. She's going to die of sickness. And I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna just roll with it. So I was rolling with it. It was pretty good. And later on in the episode, we're just seeing Asuna just go through this weird phase. It's like she was edgy. It's weird. I don't have video footage of that because I was too lazy. There's just too many scenes. I just didn't feel like it was a lot of screen recording. Okay, it took about 45 minutes to screen record all the footage used in this video. But yeah, so we're just gonna skip to the near end of episode 23. So at the end of episode 23, they're celebrating Asuna's birthday early because they thought it was on the day she marked on the calendar, thanks to Negi. But Asuna isn't. It's a weird situation. So they're celebrating. Asuna's hiding something from us, right? And so, how do I explain this? Goodness. Hiding so... Oh, I said I have a script. It's not a script, it's just an outline. She's hiding something from us, and so she just goes with the flow. And later on, we're just getting the credits. It's all nice and dandy. Everyone's happy in the credits. And then, wait a minute. There's something after the credits. Yeah, that's right. there's something after the credits. So I was like, something special was going to happen because the ending wasn't, you know, that normal end credits. So I watched beyond the credits. Next thing you know, as soon as sitting in a tree, they're talking to Negi. She's talking to Negi. And like, next thing you know it, the clock hits midnight. Her eyes get all weird and faded. And then she starts falling. Negi grabs her. And Negi is like, whoa, good thing I caught you there. And then he looks at Asuna. And Asuna's eyes are the same. And Negi's just like, oh no. And I was over here like, wait a minute, what's going on? Oh, ow, what did I just hit on my face? And everyone was just like, I was just like, what, wait a minute, oh, I can't handle this. This is one of the main characters. Next episode, I'm like, I knew she was dead. And if she was dead, I was like, okay, this is fine. This is a romance. Well, it technically is, but you know, this is an anime with magic and supernatural as tags for the genre. And I was just like, you know what? They'll probably be able to revive her and or do some magic to reverse this, right? And I was like, yeah, let's do it. Let's reverse this spell. Let's get it. Next episode. The intro is Asuna's funeral. I mean, I was kind of just like, bro, what? Actually, I wasn't just like that. I'm kind of restraining myself. You know what? Just for y'all, I'm gonna show you how I really reacted. It went something like this because I was watching it on my laptop. Excuse me? Excuse me? They just kill off a main character like that? Like, bro, I was like, okay, well, let's save her. And then the next thing you know she's being cremated. What? Huh? My brain cannot take that. I was just over here like, what? Huh? No. It's too much for me to handle. I was like, yes, let's save her. Next thing you know it, she's in a funeral, she's in a casket, she's being cremated, and then she's gone. She's gone the next day, and I'm just... okay. Oh my goodness, I messed up my camera angle. Okay, well, that's great. I did a great job. I've done something good. Alright, now that I got that on my system, yes, Asuna actually died, so, you know, thanks whoever created the writing storyboard. I appreciate that you guys did something different and like killing off a main character, but it was so nonchalant, and like, I actually wanted the character to come back, so I kind of loved and hated at the same time. I can't handle this. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna just go lay down for a second. Okay. Let me check my outline here. Alright, so after that, everyone's like ultra depressed. Of course, they're grieving their lost classmate. It's really sad. I'm not gonna lie. It was kind of awkward looking at it. Negi comes in the classroom next day, though. He's trying to be positive. He lights up everyone's mood. I'm just like, that's right. Even in times of negative, you gotta stay positive, man. Even though behind the scenes he wasn't too positive himself. But like, so further progressing, this is episode 24. Yeah, episode 24 as well. So further progressing into the episode, we see Negi walk into this office and finds a box with some Japanese characters on it. I can't read Japanese. I mean, duh, I might be a weeb, but I can't read Japanese. And he opens it and finds one of Asuna's bales. Bales? What in the... Bales? Okay. Guess I'm Southern. Wait, wait, huh? Okay, my Southern accent is like really just revitalizing myself. But like, finds one of Asuna's bells, and then next thing you know, Negi just goes like reverse sickle mode and just like breaks down. I'm just over here like, oh my gosh, I can't handle all the emotions that are going on in this episode. Like, I was just kind of sitting there with this look on my face the entire time. What? So yeah, that happens. He goes to his master, I think her name in the show is Evangeline A.K. McDowell. They're technically, I'd rather not explain the actual story. I'd rather just go over episodes 20 through 4 to 26. So he's over here trying to find some revive spell, and Evangeline's just like, heh, you can't do that. That doesn't exist. And he's just like, dang. Of course, I don't have video footage because I didn't feel like it. And so, we're still in episode 24. Relationships are just like crumbling as well during this entire grieving process. I mean, just like, like, wow, just everything's just like, whoa. One, I forgot her name actually. I think it's Konica. Yeah, because there's a Kotica and a Konica. There's one with a D and one with an N. It's just very hard to differentiate between the two, like Elisha and Elijah. But I say that because my name's Elisha, don't get it wrong, okay? But yeah, they're just sitting on a train, and she's like, will you come spend the night at my place? Because I'm lonely. I haven't seen Asuna. My roommate Asuna died, and Negi has been so busy lately that he hasn't been able to come. And then she starts like breaking down and all of so much breakdowns in this episode, man. And then like, she says, and then they're like, promise that, yeah, I just got a message. And then she's like, promise that you'll be with me. I don't want to lose anybody else. And then the other girl's just like, yeah, I'll stay with you. Yeah, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, people keep texting me. And people are just like, and so she's just like, yeah, I'll promise I'll be with you. Next thing you know it, she wakes up, because Konica, not Konica, Konica wakes up the next day, and she's gone. She has a letter, and she's like, sorry, but like, none of this would have happened if I was protecting you from a distance, blah, 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 total, bad words, BS, that's, excuse my French, I'm sorry, PG-42 Jewish server, I'm sorry, but it just had to be said. It was just made no sense whatsoever, her explanation for leaving. And so she leaves, and then guess what? We have another breakdown. I just need to start breakdown dancing because, whoa, there's so many breakdowns in this episode. You might think you're gonna, like, lose your right knee oh my goodness, you're gonna lose your right knee any time of the day. Like, there's so many breakdowns, man. There's one more relationship that also falls in this episode as well, though. So, like, it is Konica, no, not Konica, Kodaka and Yui. So Yui's just like, bro, you have a crush on Negi, but you don't do anything in a time of need. And so she runs off, and Kodaka's just done, blah, 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 story. And so we see Yui and Negi on the side, riverside, just talking to each other. And then next thing you know it, Yui confesses her love to Negi, and Negi's just like, what? And then Yui is like, sorry, I'm just emotional, turns around, and then boom, guess who's there? Kodaka. And Kodaka's just like, oh, I'm sorry for interrupting, and runs off. And Yui's just like, wait, And then, and then this also made me almost flip my computer when I was first watching it. Yui goes off. She starts roasting Kodaka's love life.
Know something. Why do you think you fell in love with Negi? I don't know. I remember you saying once that he wasn't like any other boy that you knew. Do you think that's true because he's smart and cute, or because he's already saved your life twice? My point is, can you honestly say you're in love with someone just because he doesn't scare you as much as the other boys do? No. It was brave of you to admit you loved him, but instead of moving things forward, it only gave you another place to hide.
And then this happened. And then this happened. Just look. This happened. Like, huh? I was like, no! It was just like, what is going on? And then the other side of me was like, oh, yeah. Yeah. Whoops. That was the other side. But yeah, it was crazy, man. That relationship. I was like, no, what is going on? My mind couldn't handle this. Diving into episode 24 this time. So, episode 24. Ooh. So, Negi's trying still to revive Asuna. And, I think we start going into making deals with the devil. I mean, just like, what? He finds a book and is like, yes, I'm going to make a deal with the devil to revive Asuna. But then Yui's just like, you can't do that or you'll lose your life. So, yeah, it was a pretty bad idea. And so, I'm going to skip really far into the episode. Actually, it's not too far. It's like midway through the episode 25. And we're just, and Negi's just like walking in the rain and finds two people from the science club that work in the university, but they're still middle schoolers. Yes, middle schoolers. This takes place in a middle school type setting. And they're like, hey, we can help you revive Asuna. And we know just how. And so Negi follows them. And then, next thing you know, we're being introduced to time machines. At that point, I was just like, huh? What? Nani? What? Huh? I was like, Nani? I was really just like, what? I was so confused. I was like, why is there a time machine? Who gave these junior high girls permission? Well, I mean, I know they're in a university lab, but I mean, time machines? What? Huh? And so, Negi's using the time machine with his magic, right? And so, he starts giving off way too much power. And so they're like, no, stop! And then Negi doesn't stop because he really wants to save Asuna. And so he ends up like, you know that beam that shoots across your screen when you like knock someone out in Super Smash Bros? Well, imagine that beam, but just pure light, and then just blasting through everyone in the nearby radius, which just happened to be his entire class. And so, yes, we're going back to the future, and magic, supernatural, shonen, and school anime. I tell you, at this point, I was so confused, but I wasn't really confused. I actually understood what was going on, but it was really, really weird. After watching so many anime, this is really probably nothing, actually. And so, yeah, we see, he goes back in time, he finds young Asuna. Asuna is really cute as a youngin'. She is adorable. And then Negi also meets his father. Nagi's his father. Negi's the son of Nagi. I think they just lost creativity, to be honest. But besides from that, Negi later on in the episode asks Nagi, he's like, so, what's the deal with you traveling with Asuna? And Nagi's just like, you see, Asuna had massive power, and people didn't like her, so they, like, chased her. Like, it was like a witch hunt, pretty much. And we were seeing, like, the backstory again, and it's like, and so, to get rid of all of her magical power, Asuna made a deal with the devil, and I'm just over here like, so we're making deals with the devil, huh? Not, huh? And so that happened. And then the next thing you know, Nagi is, like, sent to some weird universe because, you know, he finds some demon that has magic kits. So Nagi's out of the equation, to pretty much say that, because of some random event. But Nagi's still here protecting Asuna. Thank you, Nagi. Episode 26, the last episode of the season. Wow, things go crazy. Demon fighting. What the mess? Well, yeah, they start fighting demons. Oh, okay, here we go. Alright, I remember. So, everyone in the class now knows about Negi's secret. Negi and his entire class reunite, and then, boom, out of nowhere, all these demons just, like, start, not chasing, but, like, coming after Asuna, and so, the entire class just starts, like, being like, yo, we're fighting these demons, but they're not strong enough. So Negi over here, like, pulls off a spell, puts, like, a barrier around them. And so Negi's like, yeah, let's devise a plan, guys. And then his, brother, some talking, like, I forgot what they call it, starts, like, making this thing called a pack circle, which, like, it kind of, like, something, like, it transfers magic, kind of, to the other person. It's like a partnership that transfers magic to other people when they kiss. They have to kiss. And that leads me into my next point here. Everyone in the class kisses Negi. And I'm just over here just like, I was just like over here like, dang. This is really great. This is some good stuff right here. Oh, did I mention that they're middle schoolers and they're like 8th graders? So like they're like, no wait, they're middle schoolers, so they're like 14. But Negi's a teacher, but he skipped a lot of grades, so he's only like 10. Once again, it's weird, but like, it's a good show. So that's why I love it so much. It's probably one up there in my top 10. Yeah, I'd definitely say top 10. And so, yeah, after that, there's this lit fight scene with some pretty funny moments afterwards. Like, some demons are, like, given such good food, they, like, they, like, die of heavenly taste or something like that. Some random lady, like, takes out some magic pen, starts drawing this default protagonist from an action anime, and he's like, oh, the demons are here, and then he, like, one punches one, and it's, like, the most hilarious sequence. And then, next thing you know, boom, there's a face in the sky, and then, guess what? Turns out, it's the devil. It's the devil himself, Satan, the one and only. And so Satan captures Asuna. Yes, Asuna, that's her name. So Satan captures Asuna, and everyone's like, "Oh no, we came here to save Asuna, so we don't want her being captured by Satan right now." And so they go like sicko mode on Satan. They start going sicko mode on Satan. Like, one stuck a needle in him, blew his arm off, but it regened. And then, like, some random girl that I don't even remember the name of, who rides up in a motorcycle to get Negi up there. The motorcycle flies, oh gosh, it goes real crazy. And then Negi's over here doing, like, Final Valley Naruto Rasengan. It doesn't work, because magic neutralization, which pretty much defends against almost any kind of magic. And so Negi's like, nah, fam, I won't give up. And then just reaches for Asuna. In like the most majestic way, Asuna breaks through the devil's control for a slight second. And then, boom. The devil, or Satan, is defeated. And it's really cool. And then we get this scene where they're going back to their time. And it felt so good because it's like, wait, guys, and Asuna was like, wait, guys, don't leave me. And then they reassured her, it's like, you couldn't leave us if we, wow, I really stumbled over that. We couldn't leave you even if we tried. And it was like the most heartwarming thing I've heard in a while. It felt good. And so we're back in our time and then some Evangeline A.K. McDowell. Sorry, I have to add the A.K. McDowell after watching Mahou Sensei Negima 2. Yes, there is technically a second season. It's not a second season. It's a completely different series, but it's called Mahou Sensei Negima 2 because it branches off of the normal series. I'll get into that later, if you even heard me. So, yeah, the Evangeline A.K. McDowell was like, yeah, it seems like nobody remembered those events because of some time paradoxes, and I'm like, oh no, we're getting into some Dragon Ball Z Trunks type stuff, and then we're just like, guys, I'm like sitting on my knees. I'm not even in a chair, as you can probably see, but like I'm like sitting on my knees, so my knees are starting to get stiff. So yeah, there's a lit fight, and then blah blah blah, everything happens. So they're like, it's a time paradox, and Negi's kind of remembered what happened, right? And so Asuna's actually still alive. This happened before she died. We're back before she died, and instead of like hiding everything, she tells everyone what her problem is. And like, then we get one of the best heartwarming scenes. Even better than the Don't Leave Guys one, and it's like everyone holds hands and they're like helping each other to help Asuna destroy the curse that she made with Satan, and then it fades up into the sky and it's over. Mahou Sensei Negima is over. Now, don't get me wrong, there are a ton of OVAs on this, of this anime as well. A ton of OVAs, like a whole lot of OVAs, actually. It's apparently a really, really popular manga. It's, I can't watch them because I haven't read the manga, so I had no clue what in the world was going on when I did try to watch one. And yeah. But there is technically this series called UQ Holder, which branches off of the storyline of the Mahou Sensei Negima, because it's based around his son. And so, yeah, I also watched that. It's a pretty good anime. It starts off. Wait a minute.
Looks like you didn't oversleep today. Not today, Asuna. Huh?
I can explain what just happened. Actually, I can't. Please forgive me, but it is actually a good series. Just a little bit more gory. It was made in 2017 compared to the original, which was made in 2005. I suppose you check out UQ Holder and Mahou Sensei Negima. I'm gonna wrap up this review, guys. The original recording for this, I'm looking at the timer in my top left, we're about to hit 30 minutes for the original recording. I'm probably gonna trim that down to 27 minutes. So, I do hope you guys enjoyed this little review of mine. Something a bit different here on the channel. I personally enjoyed reviewing everything myself. it was something different. It was something refreshing. I just really enjoyed this anime series. If you guys want me to review UQ Holder, just tell me or leave a like. And so, yeah, that's gonna end it off for today, guys. I'll see you, my homie fam dunks, whistles, home slice, fam slice, later.